What would you ask if you had the opportunity to be in front of the vice president, the CEO, or even a top executive, a top engineer that is responsible for developing software in our XPengs? So yes, I will be on the IAA Mobility Munich 2025 in the next week. So I will travel to Munich on the 7th of September and I will be there until the 9th of September. I was invited by XPeng to be there. I will have access to the first day, that it's the press day and media day. So it will be a more cozy environment. So it will not be open to the public. So we will have more time to check what is there and talk with some executives and some top players of XPeng and get their information. So let's see first what is IAA Mobility Munich 2025.
The IAA Mobility, a place where people come together, where the innovations of tomorrow are created and experienced by professionals and the public, a place where everything about mobility is happening, where you meet the most innovative and forward-thinking people with diverse approaches, a channel towards one goal, a brighter mobility future. The IAA Mobility 2025 gives you access to global mobility leaders and insights from top visionaries. One place, endless opportunities. Today we have the power to influence the world. We wake up to tomorrow. Are you ready for what's next in mobility? This September, Munich City Center turns into a dynamic mobility festival. Experience and test drive the mobility of tomorrow. Smart and CI matter other all me.
So I was surprised when I got invitation from XPeng marketing team and they asked me if I was going to attend that congress, that fair. And I said that I was not planning on doing that because I live in Portugal, so it's a little bit far away. But they said then that they were inviting me and some other content creators to be there because some top executives are going to be there and we would have the opportunity to speak with them, to ask them questions, and also to see the news that XPeng is bringing to Europe in the next years and in the next moments. So for instance, P7 will be there, it will be presented there. So of course I thought, well, this is amazing. I was never invited to something like that. I never thought that I would be invited by creating a channel on YouTube for something like that. So it was an amazing thing. I had to decide if I was going or not, because as you know, I do like to have this channel as the most independent that it can be. But I then realized that it's not going to change if I go on invitation by XPeng. So I will go, I will accept the invitation, but I will do the content as I always do. So I will be fair, honest with what I will see there. And I will do my also interviews if I have this opportunity and ask the questions that I believe that are important and also that my community believes that are important to get to know from those top executives. So this video is mainly to ask you for information, for comments, for questions that you would like me to get from the time I will be there. So if you have any question, if you have any issue that you would like to know better what will happen in the future, just leave in the comments and I will try to filter. I will try to get the most requested ones because I will not have the full amount of time with those guys. I will have probably just a couple of minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes with them. So I will try to conciliate and consolidate the most requested questions and issues that you would like me to ask. I have already some of mine that are, for instance, when more languages for the assistant will be available, especially, for instance, in Portugal. We don't have assistant in Portuguese. So that is one that it's relevant to me and to my family and country. I will also ask about this dash cam topic that affects some countries in Europe, because in Portugal at least the dash cam feature was not released. The information that I got, it was because of the laws in Portugal, but it is still very strange because there is no common understanding of the law in Portugal even for if this is forbidden or not. So I would like to get that clarified. Also, of course, talk about the self-drive. Not only the way that they are doing the testing here in Europe, if the way that they are doing it's the correct way, because if they are getting telemetrics from the cars, if they are getting just feedback from people, how they are conducting the tests, so that I understand why we still have these slowdown problems and stuff like that. So I want and I need to understand and to provide to you guys the information on what is being done, how it is being done, and when do we expect to have something more acceptable for everyone. And finally, I will ask them if the current cars, our cars, that do have a limitation in hardware compared with the China cars, I will ask them if there is really a limitation. What is the point where we can go with, for instance, the introduction of XNGP? Because, for instance, in Australia, there is already the discussion that Tesla will implement full self-drive because it's going to be allowed, at least level free autonomous driving. So if that is going to happen there, how is going to be the reaction of XPeng? Are they going to continue with X-Pilot with reduced functionality, or are they going to move to XNGP? Because from what I heard over internet, and you know that sometimes this information is not accurate, so they are trying to understand what is the situation in terms of legislation in Australia. And if it is possible, then they will release XNGP over OTA to the existing cars. But as we have a limitation on hardware, I would like to understand what can be done with these versions of hardware in our cars. And of course, I don't know when this will be available in Europe, but we can use then Australia information to understand what could be the situation here in Europe also. So I will try to get that information from anyone from the developing team, and also from the VP and CEO. For anyone that is going to be there, I will try to get that information. Also, one question that many people ask me on the comments is if, for instance, G7 will come to Europe in anytime soon. And what is the plans for instance, the X9 or any other models that they are planning to develop, if they are coming all to Europe or not, or if they are just making these decisions based on the market demands, and X9 and, for instance, G7 will not come to. So guys, as a last point, if you are going to be there, if you were invited or you are going by your own, just let me know in the comments. We are trying to get as many people that we can know over there, so that we be together and we show off as a community of XPeng owners. Everyone that is also in the community here in my channel, and if you are going to be on Munich for this IAA Mobility Congress, let us know here on the comments. Send me a personal message or a direct message, an email, whatever, so that we can try to get together and do at least a picture of all of us together with our cars. Well, I will not have my car there, but we could be all together over there. So guys, again, thank you very much for being here. The purpose of this video was just this. I will go to the IAA Mobility Congress in Munich 2025 from 7 to 9. So the Congress will be more days, but I will only be there from the 7th to the 9th of September. I would love to meet you over there. And if you are not going, just wait, because I will make a lot of content from that trip. I will travel light, so I will take only my mobile phone and a GoPro, and I will try to cover as much as I can, not only the XPeng initiatives, the interviews that I may be doing, but also what is also present in the fair or in the Congress that is relevant to the EV market. I will try to get that information and bring it to you guys here over the channel. I will try to make even a live over there, so I will see what we can do over there. And if you are even not an XPeng owner and you are curious about any specific car, any specific feature, just again, leave in the comments so that I can try to get that information for you also if it is relevant for almost all the community. So again, thank you very much for being here. And again, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.